I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That sounds so mean. I like how that looks actually. It's the little swatchy swatch. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a 5 looks, 1 palette using the Natasha Denona Circo Loco palette. I actually had a viewer request this video for me because they want to see more looks. This is a palette that I love so much. I did do a 2 looks 1 palette, but I thought it would be a lot of fun to do a 5 looks 1 palette. I've actually never done a 5 looks 1 palette. If you're new here, hello and welcome. I would love for you to subscribe to my channel for more colorful makeup looks and product reviews as well. And yeah, let's get into this video. So the look I'm going for today, ooh, I have to prime my lids. What am I doing with my life? I'm gonna take my P. Louise base mixed with some Tarte Shape Tape. I like mixing this base. I don't know what it is about it. It's just a little too thin in consistency. I don't really quite enjoy the consistency of it on its own. I also want to outline my brows, which I haven't done either. What is wrong with me? So I take a foundation stick to outline my brows and this flat $1 billion brows brush, and I like to get really up in there and outline my brows. I am actually doing a foundation review after this, so that's why I don't have foundation on. Let me zoom you guys in too. I promise you, I'm not this unprofessional. Taking that mixture of the primer, priming my lids. Then I like to take the Rare Beauty concealer brush and just pack that on. I won't show this every time because this gets kind of boring, but I haven't done like an updated how I prime my like a full face, you know, full eyeshadow look, you know what I mean? So I thought it would be nice to do that. I'm just gonna take a sponge and just like make sure it's all fully blended. So the first shade I'm gonna take is Cotton Candy, and it's the light pink over here. It really, I'm not sure does anything, but we're just gonna use it for shits and giggles, to be honest. I'm only putting that on the inner half of my crease though. Be honest, maybe I should use it everywhere. Yeah, I take it back. I'm gonna take it all over my crease. And I'm using a Rephr 27 brush for this. This is really nice and fluffy and big. I feel like it's showing up a lot more today, this shade. I don't know. It actually might be a really good transition shade. Unfortunately, it is the only transition shade in this palette. But to be honest, I don't really feel like it's necessary to have a transition shade in every single look you do. The next shade I'm gonna take is Joker. And I'm gonna place this in the inner like third of my crease. This is a BK Beauty 207 brush. They did send me their entire collection of brushes. I was so excited for it because I've never tried their brushes before, but I've heard great things about it. So I thought this would be a perfect brush to use when you're placing down a shade and you just want to pack on pigment. Before I continue, I'm gonna like blend out this shade. This is a Rephr 13 brush. I'm gonna add a little bit more of Cotton Candy in the crease, just blending out these 2 shades, making sure there's no harsh line. In the outer part of my crease, I'm gonna take the shade Magic. Just gonna take it on a Rephr 14 brush, and I'm gonna make that like V shape situation and connect it with the pink and spend some time here blending. I was gonna add more of the pink to blend out the purple like on top, but I think I'm just going to pack on the purple and then blend out the purple and trying to make it look like, try to fake that there's 2 shades there, you know what I mean? Feels like I've been blending for an eternity, and wow, it's blending so well. So I'm really happy with this color combo so far. Just make sure those 2 are nice and blended right here where they meet. I haven't 100% decided yet what I want to do, how many shades I want to take on the lid, but I'm going to go in with the one I know I'm going to take, like for sure. I just don't know how far in, and that's Snow Cone, which is the light blue shimmer shade situation. I'm probably gonna take this in the inner corner as well. I just think this color combo is so freaking stunning. This formula is absolutely outstanding. It is so pigmented and gorgeous, and I don't even need a setting spray, which is like unheard of. And oh, by the way, I'm taking a Rephr 28 brush for this. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at that. Okay, in all honesty, I am living for this look, but I'm gonna take a little bit more of Magic, which is the purple, and just kind of like blend the 2 together. All right, let's get on with the lower lash line. I think I'm just gonna be really boring, and I'm sorry if that upsets you. I'm also not sorry because it's my look and I don't really care what you think. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. And that sounds so mean. All right, I'm just gonna take the shade Magic, the matte purple, and that's gonna go all over the lower lash line. I'm taking a Rephr 03 brush for this. And then I'm gonna take the shade Joker, which is the pink. And it's gonna blend under, just tying in both colors. I'm gonna tie in the highlighter I have on, which is from Pop Beauty. This palette is stunning. This is the Prismatic Pop palette in Supernova. And I took this first shade over here as my highlighter shade. So I'm gonna take it as my inner corner shade. It has like a really pretty duochrome, and I think it'll like tie in the cheeks with the eye look. This is the final look number 1. I really love the way this turned out. This is a really fun look, definitely for spring and summer. So yeah, let's move on to look number 2. It's time for look number 2. I'm gonna try to make this one a little bit more simple. The first shade I'm gonna take is Firework, which is the matte orange, and that's gonna go all over the crease. I'm gonna go in with Joker, just deepen out the crease a little bit. I'm going in with a little bit more of the orange. I'm gonna take the shade Grin. So this is how you can make this look like an everyday look. Of course, a lot of people may think it is not an everyday look. They might think it's too much and I'm crazy. This is like as neutral as you can get with this palette. Neutral with like some nice sunset colors. Totally fake that cut crease. I'm telling you, the shimmers in this palette are so good. You don't need a setting spray and they're so opaque. They're perfect. It's amazing. Now you can totally leave it like this and this is like a nice everyday look every day. But I'm gonna take another shimmer as an eyeliner. So what I'm gonna do first is take a Q-tip and some Vaseline. You can do this with a makeup remover. It doesn't have to be Vaseline. Some people find it weird. I'm just gonna remove this like layer here of shadow. Once you've done that, you want to take a little bit more of your concealer or eyeshadow primer or whatever you're using. I'm using the Lippies base. I was gonna do this like dark purple over here, but I think I want to do the teal because it's just so stunning and I've only used it once, I think. So I definitely want to use it more. I just think that that will look so stunning. Look at that. You don't need to buy eyeliners in every which color. You could just use eyeshadow. This color is one of my favorites for reals. You could fix the point at the end too. Like this is not pointy enough for me. I think I want to take the same teal as I took for the top line because I think it'll just be more cohesive that way, I guess. So I'm just gonna take that on my lower lash line. I love it, guys. I love it. I love it. And then I'll take the shade Snow Cone in the inner corner. Okay, so this is the final look number 2. I'm so happy with this. I love the color combo. I think it's so fun and you can do it without the liner, without the pop of color. You could do it with whatever color you want. Let's move on to look number 3. Okay, so I am back for the third look. Today I'm gonna do something a little different. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the shade Fun to Mime. I'm just gonna take it on this Rephr 28 brush. I'm gonna take it kind of on my lid and my crease. This shade is a little chalky. I have to like strategically place it. I don't think this is a good lid shade. I am going to be going in with one on top, so I'm lucky in that aspect. I'm going to take a Rephr 13 brush with a little bit more of the same shade and just kind of diffuse the edges up here. I don't know how I feel about that shade. It has never treated me that badly. It's cracking everywhere. Do you guys see that? That looks really strange. We're just gonna leave it like that because I'm scared to do more. I'm gonna take the shade Firework, and that's this one right here, the orange. And I'm gonna do the same thing. So on the lid and a little bit in the crease. I don't know how these two are gonna mix together, but we're gonna try it. Yeah, with these shadows, I definitely recommend going in lightly and then building up slowly instead of trying to go in with a heavy hand like I did. And then I'm gonna take the shade Joker, which is the pink, and I'm going to like kind of wing it out on my lid slash crease. I'm using a Rephr 27 brush for this. This is really big. This is definitely not the brush for this. Don't do this. Okay, quickly I'm gonna take the pink under on my lower lash line. I'm gonna see how this technique goes. I may not be too happy with it because I am doing a foundation review video like right as I'm filming this, like at the same time. So I'm gonna have to get my concealer right up in there. But I saw somebody doing this the other day and I was like, you know what? I've never tried this. Now I'm gonna take the orange. We have to have symmetry here. You know how it is. And then the light blue. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the same Rephr 28 brush and the shade Snow Cone, and that's gonna go on my lid where the blue is. I just wanted that base of like the pastel-y blue. I'm also going to put a little bit in the inner corner. Next, I'm going to take a Rephr 2 brush. This is a little bit thicker than I would like, but it's what I have. And then I'm going to take the shade Spiral. This is the only shade in the palette I have not used. Oh, no, it's not actually. I still haven't used Canon, actually. The dogs are like fighting upstairs or something. I don't know what's happening. So if you hear that, I apologize. This is definitely not the same kind of formula. Like, this is just a shimmer. It's a shimmer, not a metallic. Like, you could see the difference right there in the swatches. This is the final look. This is the third look and I'm so happy with how this turned out. I think it came together really well, but I really hope you enjoyed this look. I love it. I think it's so fun. It's so different. And yeah, I can't wait to see what I come up with for the next two. So I'll see you guys then. I'm ready for the fourth look. So I'm going to do a halo eye today and I'm going to use the shade I have not used finally in this palette, which is this shade right here. I'm gonna take the shade Fun to Mine first on a really fluffy brush. I'm gonna use a Rephr 14 brush with the shade Fun to Mine. With this shade, you have to be careful because it's very crumbly. There's a lot of fallout. I recommend taking a little at a time or it can get really patchy. It's just one of those that has like a little bit of shimmer, which I'm not like really used to putting this in the crease, but it's okay. And it's also really hard to probably formulate this exact shade because it's a pastel. Those generally are really difficult. Taking this all over the crease, the inner and outer corner. Now we're gonna take the shade Acrobat, which is the teal shade. I'm gonna take a light hand at first and build it up slowly because this is very pigmented. Usually I'll go in with the darker matte first and then I'll blend it out with the lighter matte. But this one is just so pigmented that I did that once and this is much easier to blend out. Okay, so I'm taking a Rephr 27 brush and just buffing out the outer edges with the lighter blue. No additional product though. I'm just gonna like blend the outer edges because it really bothers me when it looks like that for too long. You know what? I'm gonna do one eye at a time. I'm just gonna grab the shade Cannon, which is the shade I have not used. So it's like this bronzy. I hope it's not too dark in comparison because the teal really lightened up with the lighter blue shade and I don't want it to look weird. I think it looks cool. This is just a really interesting color combo that you don't see every day. So I thought it would be fun. This shade is stunning. I love the formula of her metallics. I think they're really good. You don't even need setting spray. I decided to experiment and I'm committed now. So I'm taking a little bit of Magic, which is the purple, and I'm just gonna deepen it out because I don't like the way it looks. Like the orange or the bronzy shade is a little too dark in comparison to the teal. I like it actually a lot. I'm just gonna take a little bit more of the teal and just make sure it's still peeking through. Let's quickly do the lower lash line. I'm gonna grab the Rephr 26 brush. I'm gonna grab the purple, put that really close to my lower lash line. I've been liking doing this technique like before I do my base situation. And I'm gonna take a little bit of Acrobat right under and then Fun to Mine, of course. And in the inner corner, I'm gonna take the shade Grand, which is the gold. I don't know, I just wanted something different. I like how that looks actually. Okay, so this is the final look. I don't even want to talk about it. My skin looks a little weird because I am testing out a new foundation and I don't even want to talk about it. But I'm in love with the eye look. I think it looks really cool with the lip. Oh my gosh, I love the color combo. I didn't think I would love it as much, but I'm at a loss for words. I think it's fun, and yeah, I will see you guys for look number 5, the 5th and final look. Okay, so time for look number 5. I am so excited. I definitely want the core focus of the like the lid shade, I guess, to be the like really beautiful, what's this, cobalt blue. I did do a look like this really similar like a few weeks ago and I posted it on Instagram, but I didn't do a tutorial. But I'm gonna do it a little differently this time. I think I'm gonna layer a bunch of colors in the crease, kind of like a sunset situation. I'm gonna start with the orange, which is Firework, and that's gonna go all over my crease. I'm not gonna do anything too crazy. I have been sitting here for a couple of hours not filming this video but doing some other work stuff, and my primer is now creased all over the place. So hopefully it doesn't affect this look too much. I already have my foundation done because I don't have a foundation to review today. Are you surprised? Because I am, because I always have foundation to review. Hopefully there's not a lot of fallout. I actually have not tried this palette with my base makeup already done. All right, next I'm gonna take the shade Joker, which is this pink over here. We're creating like a little summer sunset situation on in the crease. By the way, I was using a Rephr, what's this number? 27 to blend out the orange. It's a really nice fluffy brush, and I'm gonna use a 14 to blend out this pink into the orange. I'm gonna try to deepen out the crease with the shade Magic, which is a matte purple. This is very pigmented, so I'm gonna take a really light hand and blend it out really nice and carefully. Just going back in with some of the pink. This is blending out very nicely actually. I'm a little bit shocked and impressed. Let's do the lower lash line real quick. I'm gonna use the same shades I used in the crease. Sorry for being boring. Starting with the orange. I'm gonna go in with the pink now. And then the purple really close to the lower lash line. I don't know if I should cut my crease. Let's try without cutting the crease. I'm gonna take the blue, which is called Electric. I haven't used it much, but I'm really excited. That's really pretty actually. I like it. Should have known there would be tons of fallout with that shade. It's a little bit crumbly, as her metallics generally are, but I was able to wipe it away, so we're good. Just gonna diffuse the purple into the blue a little bit. So I actually have a couple of Jaclyn Cosmetics lip products here that I want to like quickly use on camera because I haven't used them yet. Don't know if they're gonna match this look, but let's see. I have Butter Pecan. This is the lip liner. It's the little swatchy swatch. That might work actually. Let's do it. This feels really creamy. Not as creamy as Pat McGrath, but getting there. And I actually really like that it's not as creamy because Pat McGrath can be a little too creamy sometimes. I also have I'm a Cancer. I thought this was gonna be much lighter. Actually, I have Nudie, which might work better, and I haven't tried either of these, but this is really light, but I think this is gonna make a nice ombre lip. Ooh, that's so pretty. Waiting for my lash glue to dry. I totally forgot to do my inner corner, so I'm gonna take the shade Snow Cone. I just love that as an inner corner shade. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so this is the final look number 5. I'm really happy with how this turned out. I don't know which one's my favorite, to be honest. Let me know which one was your favorite, because I love them all. I really, again, I did a whole review on this palette. I did a 2 looks 1 palette, and as I said in that video, if the colors in this palette speak to you, then I would definitely go for it. Like, it is such a great, beautiful, colorful, like a colorful person's dream, honestly. The price point is crazy, but I do think that it is worth it in the end. All these shadows are so beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I think the second look was my favorite. The one with the more neutral situation with the liner, the pop of the liner. I love it, but I love them all. It's such a great palette. I love it. It's become my favorite palette, to be honest. But yeah, that completes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, let me know which one was your favorite, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps me out so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. Using the Natasha Denona. We'll see you guys for look number 4. What?